Jogenfor's like, but I'm talking to my friend Rafid. He's like, whap, whap, whipping him the shit out.
It's like, you have a strong whipping arm.
Omenheb's like, thank you. I work on it every day.
I can tell.
I eat 12 raw eggs.
Where do you get the eggs from?
He doesn't seem to smile, but his eyes, right there, he's like, don't want it.
Very well. Rafi will continue not to ask. Alright, so...
Yeah, you learned something about Horenheb.
Yeah. Which is kind of another charisma-based thing, which is interesting. No,
you're a charisma guy, right?
So,
yeah.
Right.
I am.
I guess I'm missing it here. What did we learn about Horenheb? Then he eats a dozen eggs?
If you make a perform check to get him to laugh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to ask Horenheb, like, hey, Master of Arms, who's in charge of your siege weaponry here?
He's like, I am.
The Master of Arms.
Very nice. I'd just like to let you know of my expertise in the area, and that if you ever need anyone to just swab the deck, or if we go into combat with an enemy ship, I'm your guy.
He just looks at you and is like, okay, and walks away.
Right then, back to work.
Arthur, what's the deal with my health? It's lower than it should be.
Well, you probably took damage at last combat, right? So just reset it.
Okay.
Doc is going to go talk to the other surgeon in the ship.
So we're doing doctor on doctor combat here?
Yeah.
Doctor?
At first, he's going to just introduce himself. Hello, my name's Doc Gravestone, and I want to help out in any way that I can. I am assuming you're a busy man or woman. I'm not sure if it's a man or woman.
Small female halfling. Wearing spectacles. She's like,
just
cool. Hello there, Doctor. I'm Dr. Imogene. You can just call me Doc.
Hello, Doctor. My name is
very nice to meet. Nice to meet you. And I'm just trying to get a sense of what she's looking for in the crew, like what would help her out. So I'm just making small talk. Okay. And oh, it looks like you got some nice surgeon tools there. And you know, what's the most challenge? What's your biggest challenge?
Sure. Make a diplomacy check.
Bam.
So she just kind of looks at you strangely and is like, "Are you mocking me? These surgeon tools are horrible. This is a bone saw missing a dozen prongs. I know we have to get by with not a lot on the pirate ship, but fancy book learning doctor like yourself doesn't need to come down here and give us a talking to."
Ouch.
So is 5 like your actual charisma?
Yeah, I don't have a bonus. It's a straight +0.
So you managed to push her from indifferent to unfriendly into hostile.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was. My attempt was to do a sense motive to find out what the useful skill would be, but I failed that attempt.
Yeah, no kidding.
Doc,
So does this affect everyone or just... Yeah, I assume it does, right?
This affects everybody.
That's weird. You guys are... Everybody's having a problem with audio and video out of sync? Huh.
Yeah, I noticed that about your last video, by the way, Arthur, that you put up on YouTube.
I mean, what could be doing that?
It really depends. I mean, like what your settings are. But yeah.
Are your audio frame rates and video frame rates the same?
Yeah, I have 0 drop frames right now, so.
Well, is your audio frame rate the same as your video frame rate?
Look at settings.
Well, I mean, if you haven't changed it, then it's not.
Yeah,
on
I
your
haven't
range.
changed them for quite a while.
Yeah.
My audio, there is no audio frame rate. There's just 2,000 kilobits a second video encoding.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's more a film thing.
All right. Well,
I do ask her if there's anything I could do to help.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, you could stay out of my way.
Oof.
I suppose
think-
if we get into any sort of trouble, you could show up and help me out.
I think we're feeding the dragon. I'll have
She looks you
to.
over and she's like, do you have any practical doctor experience? Or just, city slicking book learning?
Just basic healing skills. I can, make a peg leg or two.
Arthur,
Are
are
you
we
going
able to
to
bribe these
share-
people?
Are you going to share her comments with the rest of the group?
Yeah, you could probably bribe pirates, right?
So, I mean,
I mean, like,
pirates-
it sounds like she needs new gear, right? So
well, I have make whole.
you make a hole in the
to
pirate
tip
ship and
to-
be like, yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
I was trying to get a sense of what she actually needed. If she has any missing tools or any missing, just needs hands on deck.
Well, that bone saw sounds like it's in need of repair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I could use make whole every day to repair one of her instruments.
Yeah, I mean, I will definitely go back and tell my fellow officers that first of all, she's upset at me for insulting her unintentionally, and that her tools look pretty shabby. So if we could help repair her tools or get her new tools, I hope she would be appreciative. But I'm pretty much not going to talk to any more officers or crewmen because it seems like my dour nature is not going to help the situation.
I love the idea of you think on the inside that you're a really friendly guy, and then we get like the external view where you're like wearing a skull mask, you've got like all black Nazgul clothing, and you carry a tombstone as a shield, and you show up and you're like, hey guys, need some healing?
I mean, his name is Doc Gravestone, so he's not going to
Yep.
be a friendly
No.
person
It's
on that ship.
probably she's heard of your habit of sizing people up for coffins, because I seem to remember you were
Yep.
doing that.
Definitely.
She's heard of that, and she's not pleased.
Oh, yeah,
How
you could
much
check
money
it.
would be a sizable amount of money, by the way?
Well,
Oh,
the thing
please.
to remember is that the whole reason this crew was gathered was to go get a legendary amount of treasure.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
We're talking at least
They're not
1,000.
going to be
yeah.
impressed with
Arthur's
dribs and
side
drabs.
note.
Yeah.
I changed notes to crew and I put the information down. Is that fine for everybody
Yeah.
to see? Okay, cool.
I don't care.
Can I get a link to that, please, by the way?
This is the notes under
So,
Plunder and Peril XP.
Arthur,
It's P and P.
Would that
I think
work
he
for
needs
me
a
to?
link to that sheet.
Yeah.
No, it's there, like in the notes.
Oh, you're saying in the handout section.
Yeah.
Okay.
So would that work?
But just in case, here you go.
Would it work to help improve our relationship with her if I repaired her tools with make whole?
That's hilarious. You
It would
just
probably
joined.
provide a circumstance bonus. What she really needs is new tools. Stuff that isn't antiquated.
Mm-hmm.
Ruffy, did you just join the notes thing?
Yeah.
You actually showed up as a random kangaroo.
That's great.
I would have suspected horse, but yeah, sure.
Australian, you know.
Yeah, it's purple.
All right, so that's everyone's day one thing then, I guess.
Has everyone done a task for the day?
I
Yeah,
have
neck tap.
not.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
haven't?
think so.
I have
I
not.
don't think I technically have.
You haven't.
So it said we can impress Zosarov, the lookout, with keen eyesight.
Yeah.
I can make a perception check to spot something out on the waves.
So are you going up there to talk to Zasrav?
Yeah. Oh, talking. That might be bad. Yeah, sure.
Well, I would just mean, yeah, you're approaching.
Yeah.
him.
I'll approach him.
And so when you approach, he doesn't look at you at all, and he's like, "I can hear you coming. You worried about pirates? Have you seen the horrors that live here? That were here first? Pirates can be reasoned with. They want your gold. What's in your hold? the sassy plume on your hat, not the meat on your bones. Take 2 steps off of any beach and you'll see why we're all pirates. There's no place in those jungles except in the belly of beasts and things that neither storm nor army could kill. They say there's no killer deadlier than the sea, but given the choice between the waves and a green hell, well, look what we choose each day. And then he turns back towards you. He's like, that sounded sufficiently ominous, right?
Well, that was pretty much the tiptoe of bleak and dreary. Yeah, that was
I've
great.
been working on it for years to make sure new crew members are sufficiently prepared for their new life as pirates.
I'm actually terrified, and I was raised in the trees, so
You should be.
yeah. I will scan the horizon and look and see if I can see anything remotely of interest.
I love the idea, like you're scanning the horizon, and we get like a close-up of your eyes, and you're like squinting Clint Eastwood style, and then we hear like a bald eagle cry, like,
All right. Anything, or did I just need my
you
perception
need
check?
to make a perception check, yeah.
Alright.
See what it is you see. Alright. Yeah, I mean, like, you see a couple sails in the distance, and there's an albatross.
Okay.
You say anything?
Yeah. I'll ask him if he can tell how many sails are on that ship over there.
He's like, you mean you're having trouble counting? He's like, is that the only ship you can see? And he points to something that was barely visible underwater next to you, and there's like a giant blue whale under the water. He's like, you could be a good scout one day with a few more years of experience and training. But if this is what you've come up here to do to impress me, perhaps you'd better stick to the ground. He pokes you in one of your wings.
You want me to give it a go, mate?
Guess I will drift back down to the deck.
Okay.
So
Are you
give
like
it a go.
climbing up there, Dan? Yeah, as he climbs down.
Yeah, sure. Why not? My duties on the deck are done for the day. Might as well get in that breath of sea air.
So as you get up there, he gives you the exact same ominous speech while not facing you. Then turns and has the same conversation about it. And then he's like, so, what's your business up here? You're not officially assigned to the lookout crew?
Nah, but I figured my duties were done. I'd see what I could see, as it were.
I should have taken 10.
That's even worse. Yep. Smell that sea air. Anyway, good to meet you. Good night.
Yeah, he doesn't even comment on your performance. He's just like, perhaps you'd better stick to gunnery. Or with eyes like that, maybe just sword fighting.
Not much of a fencer.
And like, as you leave, we just have him standing up in the crow's nest, just like... Alright, so day 1 passes. We're now on day 2. What would you guys like to do now?
Is there a way that I can talk
I
to the... Sorry, go ahead.
I suggest the rest of the party that if we are trying to influence these crewmates, that we should band together and all try to sway them instead of trying to do it alone. I think our success will increase.
How do you figure?
You mean it and others?
Yeah, it sounds a lot
Mechanically, yes.
mechanically, yeah.
But
I was trying to say it without mechanically saying it. But,
Do you want a wingman on your perception check? Is that what you're after?
yeah, you basically that's what it is.
Am I able to talk to the bard?
yeah, okay.
I
So-
figured he and I would have the most to talk about out of everyone on the board.
Beautiful people.
What is he
Yeah,
doing?
beautiful people. Or maybe just like conquest, talk of conquest of the women that we have and stuff like that. You know, as men do.
Yes, Ben do. Yeah, so
Ben do.
he's like sitting on the railing at the back of the ship, playing his flute. He's just like, Rafi, good to see you again.
I stand there silently for a bit and I smoke my hojo. And I'm like, yes, Rafi is happy to see you. So how long have you been on the ship?
He's like, well, I've been here for quite a while. I served under both of the Lanteries.
Did you have sex with both of them as well?
He says, I never kiss and tell.
I passed the
He
hojo
just,
stick.
he keep, well, like, while he's talking to you, he's doing, like, different poses to see how the wind blows through his hair.
Yeah. I passed him the hojo stick and I'm like, would you like to try this? It's something of my own concoction.
Like,
Of
of
Rafi's own
course, I'd
concoction.
love to try it. He
Right.
smokes it up and he says, I haven't had stuff this good since the last time I was in Port Peril.
Yeah. Is there a way that I could like drug him with that by any chance?
I mean, what are the effects of this stick?
So it's a spell if you remember correctly.
Yeah,
That's
what's
attached
the
to
spell?
one. It's polypurpose pancreas. So maybe like hallucination or something like that. Or intoxicated.
It's the alchemist
Uh,
cantrip.
yeah,
It's the alchemist's answer to prestidigitation.
yeah.
Can either
Something,
Yeah.
get
which
you
one of
drunk or
these do
get
you
you
want to
sick.
have him have?
Let's make him get intoxicated.
Alright, his behavior doesn't seem to change.
Alright, fair enough. I noticed this, and at that point, I start to question him about stuff, and most importantly, though, I would like to see if I can. I guess it'd have to be a diplomacy check, wouldn't it, on him?
Sure. What are you
Um,
trying to do?
so
You're
basically,
saying it has to be a diplomacy check. I don't know what you're doing.
yeah, I'm basically trying to get on his good side.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe work out what he's after, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe even bluff to be what he wants in a friend or something. I don't know.
Okay, either of those would be acceptable.
All right, let's go with the bluff one. It's
Okay.
we're of similar styles. We chase similar things.
So, what are you saying to him, and why isn't it true?
It's like, okay, so well, that's a good question. That's a good point. It probably
Yeah.
is true. Yeah. So maybe Rafi will go over like his conquests and stuff, and how he can't seem to get the captain to fall for him, I guess, in some way. And that you know, I guess, yeah, that's sort of the line he's going to go down with him, I guess, for the most part.
Okay, alright. So this is your bluff?
Yeah, so we can roll
Okay.
bluffs.
Apparently, Doc Greystone comes up and is just like, yeah, man, he's having a lot of trouble with the captain.
Okay, so what does that
Get
mean?
a +2 on your check.
Okay,
Okay.
I guess he sees straight through it. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. He actually makes... So unlike diplomacy, he makes a counter roll. He does see through it. Ooh. Okay, yeah, he's just... So he seems pretty concerned when you say that. He's like, have you ever heard of the bro code?
Rafi has not.
He's like, well, I have to be honest there. Me and the captain, I'm kind of hitting that, if you know what I mean. And
Yes, he
I
seemed
would just
to.
ask you to put a hold on your advances until I'm finished there. If you know what I mean. Know what I mean?
You see, where Rafi
Wink.
comes from, the men often share the women.
So, so he
Hey,
says-
man.
This is, he says, Captain Lanteri is a follower of Besmara. In the priestesshood of Besmara, the women often share the men.
Interesting. I will refrain from. Rafi will hold his tongue around the captain.
Okay.
If not for this bro
he seems
code.
to like you a little better, but you haven't shifted his attitude one way or the other.
Yeah.
But he
That's
does
fine.
understand that you are now both bound by the broth of the bro code.
Yeah, we're not, what do they call it?
They
what
call
are
it
they,
a
no,
cock block.
no, it's,
Friendlies.
what was it called? It was on a TV show. Oh,
That's right.
God.
They'll
No,
come to
it
you
was
eventually.
Alchemy Brother, no. Eskimo Brothers.
Brothers?
Yeah, that's it. Eskimo Brothers. We're not Eskimo
You're not
Brothers.
Caesaric yet.
Who's doing what?
I wish to gather more information.
Okay.
How many days do we have? Is it just 2, you said?
You've heard that it's 2 until the next area you get to.
Okay.
All right. You're gathering information. How are you gathering it?
Um,
Who are you gathering it from, I should ask?
any people work under the cook of the ship?
Wow, you're really hitting these sous chefs pretty hard. Hey, you go back to the same sous chef as before, Junk Apple Cores.
Yeah, tell me more, Mr. Applecore. Tell me about the guy who actually... Did she tell me anything about the cook? No, Cobb.
Nope.
We should know more about him. Damn.
Okay. All right, you're going to get 2 pieces of information.
So is it
All right.
30 to get, like...
30 is for 3, yeah.
Yeah.
It's every 5 above 20.
Okay.
Issue an extra one. Okay, he says, ah, yes. Oh, sorry, he's the really deep voice halfling. He's like, yes. The cook, Cobb. He's a Galton man who chews a pipe and spits, often in the pot. He's an adequate cook, but he hates seafood. That's why we don't serve it here. If you want to get on his good side, you should bring him rare steaks, spices, or show off your cooking prowess with a profession cook check.
If he summons a horse and slaughters it.
Sounds like dinner.
He's going
Okay.
to disappear from their stomachs after a while. Provides no nutrition.
Yeah, they don't know that, though.
It's a magical horse. Alright, so he says, if you're looking to learn more about Doc Imogene, you could probably improve her attitude if you were to help assist in the wounded with some heal checks. I've heard you've been having some problems getting to know her. Apparently one of your group members walked in there and tried to city slick talk to her. We don't like city folk out here on the high seas, you know. City slickers.
Yeah, good thing I'm not one of them. As I smile.
I don't really know that many pirate terms for people from the city.
Landlubbers.
Land lovers.
Landlubbers, yeah. Don't like landlubbers out here.
Wet behind the ears.
Not
Right.
around the ankles.
Haha.
Dan, Craig, what are your guys' choices for the day? You guys heading back to the scout's nest?
Hello again.
I mean, flying, spellcraft, knowledge arcana, perception.
I
That's
mean-
pretty much it for me.
I mean, I can aid you on a 1, so you want to just go up there
Together, holding hands.
together.
2 of us together.
Well, I'll be climbing up the rigging. You'll be flying up, but you know,
Yeah.
He could carry you up.
probably not.
I
Tried
don't
to
know.
carry,
I don't think my carry's that
graffiti.
high.
Yeah.
You can probably carry my bandolier up.
I think we looked this up last time, didn't we?
Yeah. You couldn't
Heavy
carry.
load, 100 pounds.
Yeah, no, I'll climb.
Alright. So you guys are both heading there again?
Sure.
Yeah,
Alright.
I can assist him on a 1.
Yeah, Agrajog is assisting. Okay. You guys look around really hard for stuff. Coordinating your efforts.
Oh!
Alright, Dreb, you have earned a +4 to diplomacy checks with this guy in the future. You spot something even he didn't see, and he says, I'm pretty impressed. Then he
Nice.
goes back to looking around.
What did you find? I'm curious now.
Interesting. What did you find on the horizon?
The ghost ship.
I spotted a flight of flying fish. So
They
far
immediately
away.
turn the ship as far away from them as possible because, as everyone knows, the
Because
cook
they are
hates seafood.
horrible luck.
I find that hilarious, by the way, that he hates seafood.
He's
We eat
working
so
on a
much of
ship.
it.
Just like
Not sure
people who used to throw out lobsters, right?
Mhm.
Lobster used to be the peasant food.
Hey, we used crawfish for bait when I was a kid. You know, now they're $15 a pound.
Crazy stuff, man. All right, I think that closes out day 2. On day 3, the ship tacks hard, and as the captain comes down to inform you that they're 1 day away from the destination.
Okay.
While you guys are running about trying to perform your duties, however, something happens.
Oh dear.
Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh yeah, by the
dun.
way, I go by Dr. Gravestone and whisper, "She like you actually helping instead of talking."
Oh, shit.
Is that wink?
Alright. The ship approaches an unnamed rock spire that rises majestically out of the ocean. Limestone spikes too steep to have beaches or allow the ship to safely dock. As the Magpie Princess nears this tiny barren islet, you hear a haunting, melodic refrain that echoes out across the water.
Ah, shit.
Alright, so there's a lot of stuff that happens here first. Let me just read through it.
Don't like the sound of
Obviously,
this.
there's singing. Lots of singing. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's what we have a bard on board for.
Okay, so she is located at the top of her spire. It is 100 feet up in the air. And 5 crew members hear the singing and immediately move to defend her from anyone trying to get to her. You guys can place yourselves anywhere on the ship that you'd like when the singing starts.
And who is her?
Well, obviously, this female creature with, you know, characteristics singing from on top of a
okay.
100-foot tall spire.
All right.
Yee.
Suppose I could just say her name. It's Desindre, rather than say her creature type, which would
Okay.
give away the already obvious.
The already obvious.
Oh, I love this picture of sailors. For once, it's not a picture of Sailor Moon and shit. There we go. Yeah, that dude looks ready to rock.
Oh man.
It looks like a tearaway sailor suit, to be honest.
Can you make it bigger real quick? I want
Yeah.
to see what that looks
Well,
like.
you can click on it and press Z, right? Like,
You
I
have to
can't
do
click
it.
on it. Oh wait. Oh my god. Yeah.
Nice.
That's still
That-
a Sailor Moon outfit, except it's on a man. That's the difference.
yeah. Okay. Let's see here.
I didn't even need to hear that.
Like you could just imagine him transforming magically any moment now.
I don't know that. No,
Upskirt shots and all that stuff still there.
I'm looking at him and I'm not imagining any of that. So
No, I just
I
don't
am.
want to. No.
I'm just being goofy. It's like, silly.
I love how you guys are like, let's bribe them. Each of these pirates is listing as having 700 gold at level 1.
Wow, they're
You're
successful.
like, hey man, you want $50? They're like, what? No. Nope. They're pirates, man. Alright, everybody's where they want to be?
Yep.
Alright,
Pretty much.
got the line of dudes here. Dude faces. You guys are all on the back of it. Okay,
Well, yeah.
roll for initiative. Present as here.
Skiboosh.
Alright, so roll for initiative. Damn, dude. Dom still beats me though.
I got +2.
Plus 10. Yeah, that's crazy.